Hello, everyone, and welcome to this edition of Friday Night Silliness. Today we are playing Titanfall, and there's a lot of excitement coming out for the next Titanfall 2, which we'll mention later on in this video. But today we got the awesome and talented Joseph with us today, so say hello.
Salutations.
And so there's a lot of buzz going on about Titanfall coming out in November. Actually, not November anymore, which they actually changed the date, which we'll talk about in a minute. And so right now we're just going to show you some of the highlights and attractions currently on Titanfall 1. So what can you tell us about Titanfall 1?
Well, Titanfall was made by Respawn, which there's just a bunch of people who said, screw you, Call of Duty, we're going to make our own company. And so this, as at core, has good first-person shooter mechanics, but it's all about its mobility. It's free, it's basically they gave you free run. You can parkour to your heart's content. You can climb walls, you can run across them, zip line, get shot in the face repeatedly like I just did.
And get shot again and again.
So they really support movement, mobility, and later Titans. So it's just a bunch of really cool mechanics. Oh, and there's also hordes that fly you. There's all sorts of drones, so you're not just going against players. You have these guys to kill as well.
Okay. Yeah, so as I mentioned earlier, the original release date for Titanfall 2 was thought to be in November. It is actually October 28th. And there was an interesting article that I read in Game Informer magazine, which is, I guess you can kind of call it the video game Bible. That's at least that's my funny nickname for it. According to the article, this is in the, I believe, the July edition. I can't remember what month it was, but Titanfall 2 introduces a variety of new abilities for both the pilots and Titans. On foot, players now have access to a grappling hook that can quickly vault them from up the sides of buildings, and pulse blade that highlights nearby enemies for several seconds, and a hologram pilot that mimics your actions. And also, Titans have been completely overhauled as well, ditching the models from the last game, which is this one, in favor of 6 brand new ones. So in Titanfall 2, they're going to add Titans with special abilities. I guess you can kind of call them like the H with like certain particular power, or like an elemental power.
They're specialized, so
Yeah.
meaning, like you said, like one will specialize for primarily fire-based attacks or combat. One appears to, in the article they mention that he's reading, they mention an archetype, so like lightning attacks or rail cannons, I would bet. I'm not entirely sure. I haven't read the article.
Oh, it's actually lasers.
Lasers.
Yeah.
I'm sorry about that.
Yeah.
I read something about an arc, and I'm like, oh, lightning. And then there's one that I'm particularly excited about called the Ronin, which, if anyone knows anything, Ronin is a Japanese culture, I believe, is a samurai without a master. And the Ronin is a Strider-based class, so about mobility and a really big sword. So I'm excited for that because I get to smash people with a sword the size of a building. I was gonna say skyscraper, but it's not that big. I wish it was a sword the size of a skyscraper.
That's what she said. So, so it says here.
That's what everybody.
So it says here, 3 models made their debut at E3. Scourge is the Fire Titan, so all his abilities, incendiary traps, firewall, thermite launcher, are about fire attacks. These effects all stack for increased damage and are great for crowd control or pinning an enemy Titan back. Ion, on the other hand, is armed with a powerful laser beam, tripwire, and vortex from original game. The third Titan, which Joseph mentioned earlier, is Ronin, is much like the Strider class from the first game, armed with a giant sword showcased in the first teaser. And that's all they reveal of. Now, there's 3 other Titans, which we don't know about yet, unless somebody out there has some other special information that we don't know yet. If you do know, you can probably talk about that in the comments section if you want. But
Unfortunately, I missed out on the Titanfall 2 beta this weekend. I was distracted. I was so busy at work. And so, please, if you see this video in the comments, let us know, how was the Titanfall 2 beta? I'm curious.
yeah, I saw that too, and I was gonna play it, but I got distracted by by work. Suck work. And then also I started actually playing other games too, and I totally missed out. And I don't know, it might still be available. You probably have to look around for it,
But
maybe.
there's rumors that they might open the beta back up next weekend.
Oh, okay. Well, anyways. But in the meantime, we have Titanfall 1, and right now Joseph is playing right here. This is just the basic attrition match, and there's...
I have to deal with basic loadouts.
Yeah, so this is just basic combat. Nothing really special here. There's also other types of combat situations, like skirmishes and other things that you can do.
Yeah, there's like Last Titan Standing, where you all start in your Titan, and the goal, not to kill the pilots, just to blow up all the enemy Titans. So if your Titan blows up, you're not out of the game yet. You can still run around as a pilot and try and mess with the other Titans.
Yeah. So, yeah. What were you going to say?
One of the biggest changes for Titanfall 2 that everybody, I'm pretty sure, wanted was they're adding an official campaign. Not this, oh look, there's a story playlist that you're supposed to play, but now it's totally randomized instead of being an actual coherent purr-da-burr-da-burr. And it looks amazing. It seems to be focusing on the relationship between Titan and pilot, because Titans do have an AI, an artificial intelligence.
Right. So they didn't pull a Star Wars Battlefront here and decide to have a game where it's only multiplayer, online only, and no campaign.
And then make you pay for the campaign
as
a DLC.
So they didn't do that here. They definitely will have a campaign in Titanfall 2, which is kind of exciting. I don't know, I might actually play this one. I don't know. I actually have no experience whatsoever with Titanfall 1. I haven't even touched it. I haven't even done any sort of tutorial. All I know is from what I've read from Game Informer, and that's about it. But for those of you that have played Titanfall a lot, you're definitely going to like this next one, and even the current one as well. And that should be really exciting. So that actual release date is not in November, but October 28th, which was thought to be the original date, but it's not. So
I'm so sorry, all you gaming masters out there, that this gaming peasant has to tell you stuff. I'm trying, but this peasant of a gamer. I'm kidding. I'm totally kidding. This guy's a gamer. He is. It's just he hasn't gotten around to Titanfall because he's lame.
Yeah, I'm more of a race car driving, like racing specialist. For like Talon and Joseph, they do more first-person shooter RPGs. Pretty much everything else that I don't do really well, so that's why I like to have them.
We avoid sports games though.
Yeah.
So
And
if you ever see any sports games on our channel, it's not us.
Yeah,
I guarantee you.
And we're definitely going to incorporate more types of games, because there's definitely other ones coming out even that are really cool that we want to do. And I believe that is all the time we have for today. So if you want to see the unedited version of this video, feel free to click the video in the next screen. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, click like and share, subscribe if you're new, and we hope to see you next Friday.